There are no strings on me.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Carnage, your PrimitiveAK here, back with another video for you guys today. Today we are here with my best, most optimal settings for Modern Warfare. These are my personal settings that I use for when I play Call of Duty. These have helped me get a ton of nukes in Modern Warfare. I think I have close to about 60 to 70 right now in the game. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I appreciate all the brand new subs. We gained a solid 700 brand new subs in the last week or so. So I just want to thank you guys so much for showing all the love and support as usual on the channel. Let's go ahead and get right into today's settings. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to your settings tab and you're going to press start. We're going to go ahead and go through these settings real quick. So your horizontal stick sensitivity and your vertical sensitivity. This is the two biggest things that people want to know what are the best settings for. So I want to make it very clear here. All of my settings that I'm using on this game are simply personal preference. You don't have to use what I'm using. I'm just recommending what has helped me out the most in Call of Duty, and I've stuck with these settings pretty much throughout Call of Duty, like since the game first came out, and obviously these have changed over the years. But I just want to make it clear, running lower sensitivity is much better than running a higher sensitivity. Higher sensitivity is very hard to control. Only a select few players are actually capable of playing at very high sensitivity, and when you watch games like the CDL Pro League or Call of Duty Pro League, most players are always on a lower sensitivity. Even some pro players are playing on a 4 sensitivity, but I found more comfort out of playing on a 6 or a 7. If my aim is insanely good, I'll bump this up to a 7 or an 8, but if you're not sure, I recommend starting at 6. If you feel like it's a little bit too slow for you, what you want to do is bump that up just about 1, work with it from there. If it's still not good enough, bump it up another 1. Now there are some players that play with a lower sensitivity on the horizontal and then a higher sensitivity on the vertical. You don't typically want to do that. Like I said, that's really only for mostly experienced players. If you're struggling to aim at this game a bit, I do not recommend doing the whole increase your vertical sensitivity by 1. I recommend just sticking at the same number for both of them. Your ADS sensitivity multiplier, low zoom. Low zoom basically means when you use a scope like a red dot sight, anything under than 3.25 times scope. This is going to actually reduce your ADS multiplier when you zoom in. So for example, mine is 0.75. That means mine is going to be 25% slower than what it was if I had it at 1.0. ADS sensitivity multiplier for high zoom, same thing applies except for when you're using a big scope like a sniper scope or anything of that sort. So this is left at 1.0 because I don't really use big scopes that much. But low zoom, you want to actually turn this down a bit. 75 may be too slow for some people. I prefer 75, but you can turn this up to like a 0.8. I recommend 0.8 or 0.85 if you're kind of new to the setting and you've never really changed it. And if you feel like it's still a bit too fast when you're aiming, just bump it down to a 0.75. That's kind of the comfort spot that I use. Now, aim response curve type, this is another big one that a lot of people are confused at and don't actually pay attention to. This is going to actually change the response for when you're aiming in. So there's basically a response with your thumbstick when you aim down your gun. Your aim response is going to respond in a certain way. So if you have this on standard, this is pretty much standard Call of Duty, you know, nothing really changes there. It's going to have a standard curve going in an upwards direction. Mine is set to linear, meaning the graph, there's a graph for this, and another YouTuber explained it very well. I think his name is Exclusive Ace, where if you have it on linear, your aim response is going to respond in the same amount that you would use your thumbstick. So let's say you're ADSing and you're turning your thumbstick to the right a little bit, just a tiny little bit. The game is going to respond with that little bit of friction that you just put towards your thumbstick. Unlike dynamic, where dynamic things get a little bit more crazy, if you basically drastically move the right thumbstick, it's going to slowly respond and then respond very quickly. It's a very weird setting. It's basically an S curve. I do not recommend using dynamic at all. It's a noticeable difference. Don't do it. If you're not used to this setting at all, you never really touched it, I recommend sticking at linear for now. This is kind of really the comfort spot that a lot of pro players are actually sticking with, and it's probably the most reliable one. It doesn't really change too much, but it does make a difference to where the thumbstick will respond to the amount of pressure or how much you move the thumbstick to the right or left or top or bottom. Controller vibration, this should always be off. This is a no-brainer. Everyone said it numerous times. It does mess with your aim a bit. Even though you may not notice it, just turn it off. You don't need it. Aim assist is set to standard. I really don't like messing with this stuff. You would think that precision is going to help you out because you would think that it's stronger, but I don't recommend messing with this because this game has a lot going on, and if you put it to precision or focusing, what it's going to do is that when you aim down sight, someone runs through your scope, another person runs through while you're trying to aim at somebody else. It's going to drastically move your aim off of that target, and then you're going to end up missing your shots, and then two people are going to end up shooting at you, and then it's not going to be a fun time. Weapon mount activation, ADS and melee, I don't really mess with that at all. Pretty much I don't really mess with most of these settings towards the bottom. You don't need to touch them. Slide behavior, I set this to tap. I believe this is actually set to default hold, where you actually have to press and hold to slide. I don't recommend doing that. I just like to tap it once and be done with it. Overall, that's pretty much it for the settings. I don't really change too much as far as everything else. Film grain is set to 0.25. Subtitles I always have on because I like to see what's going on. Another big one, world motion blur and weapon motion blur. Turn these off. Just do yourself a favor, turn these off. You need to have these off. This is a big mistake that people make with their settings. They leave these on and they don't turn it off. You don't need motion blur on this game. I know some people think it looks cool. All you're doing is hurting yourself as a player. Now, if you really want to improve on this game, turn this off. This is just simply for aesthetics. You don't need motion blur at all. It makes things look entirely worse. It's literally only there to make the game look more real. That's the only reason why it's there. So definitely turn that off immediately. You don't need to have it on. Audio mix, I have it set to home theater. I know some people say use it to boost high. I don't like using this. This is really only good if you're playing search and destroy. Boost high comes in handy because it boosts up all the type of audio that you would need, like your footsteps, guns reloading, stuff like that. But I play ground war. Things get really loud very quickly, and it gets insanely loud inside of my headset. So depending on what mode you play, I recommend sticking with home theater for now. But if you play a lot of search and destroy, you play a lot of cyber attack, put this up to boost high because that's going to boost up some of the sound audios that you need, especially if you have a headset on. Hit marker effects, this is kind of a personal preference. I use Modern Warfare. A lot of people like classic also, but it's entirely up to you. You can kind of change it around, see what works best for you. But otherwise, guys, that's going to do it for my settings. I'm going to show you guys a nice little gameplay that using all these settings. These are the only settings that I really use for all of my setups and all of my games. It helps me out the most. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Carnage, your PrimitiveAK, signing out. Enjoy the video, fellas. It didn't help that they had their stupid ATV, whatever it's called. Like it was right in front of me. That's bad. Tank's right there looking at me.
Yeah, there's a mob right here. See if I can get him. I got him.
Nice job.
This guy.
How about you right now? I got that dude on the bike.
Yeah, he was one shot.
Yeah, I got his other friend too.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to back this up here. Actually, what the fudge? Thought I saw someone.
I'm trying to see if anybody's behind me.
Yeah, I got a VTOL. I'm gonna drop it right on top of you.
Alright,
Actually, I lied. I'm putting it on the other side to the far right towards C.
Alright.
I'm using dead
Got it,
silence.
got that good. The ATV got collapsed.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Go for it.
It's about to be a... Ooh. I'm about to pop off for you, Chief.
Go for it. Our teammates taking E, but I have no idea why.
I just got to be set. Are you spawned up? Because I'll call it. He gets like no kills. Dude, someone just saved me. Someone. Oh, shoot. Bro, where you at? Careless, where you at?
By E.
I need your backup like right now.
Where you at? Where you at?
I'm pinned between C and D right now.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm calling in a chopper because I'm actually about to overlap streaks. Dog.
Alright. Oh, he's died. Marble Jordan on you.
Spawn on me if you can.
You in D building?
Yeah, I'm in my chopper. If you could just cover me real quick.
I see you.
I'm like close to another set. All right, I just got shot. Oh, they're about to be on me. Come on, jump around that corner. Be dumb. Please be dumb.
Oh, I need ammo. Come on, drop it, drop it, drop it. Sweet, 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 I got ammo.
Alright, good looks. Teammates are nabbing B, it looks like.
Yep. I'm watching them come out of this D building right here, so.
Yeah, good looks.
I'm gonna try to
What
get
the
mine.
fudge?
Got ammo.
Goodness sake, dude. How did that guy know I was there?
What? That guy's fucking snipes, bro. Are you serious, dog? I was one off the advance, bro. Oh, it's a surprise though.
I'm out.
First game on.
I need backup. Where you at?
I'm gonna be.
There's
So you're
definitely
at-
like people here, like a lot. Yo, here we go. You record? Yeah, I'm in my Discord. I'll drag you.
Where's he at? He's inside, he's inside. One up top, one up top.
You know that guy's mad.
I'm gonna rush A.
Almost got